reminding them that confirmation signifies spiritual maturity and strength for the journey ahead.
The Holy Spirit gives you courage. The Holy Spirit gives you what to say. The Holy Spirit guides you. May you be guided by the Holy Spirit in whatever you say, in the various walks of life that you may take. May the Holy Spirit guide you.
He congratulated the blessed candidates for reaching this milestone after 7 years of growth, learning and discipline, urging them to approach their exams with confidence, faith and hard work.
My request is, once you go out to the various schools that we join, may you carry the mantle of Nigerian junior boys wherever you may be. They ask, where did you go for your primary reading exams from?
Expressed joy over the successful event, noting that 192 pupils were confirmed and 216 candidates received blessings, marking the culmination of their 7-year academic spiritual journey.
So we want to congratulate you upon getting to this stage where you are completing your primary course. Whenever we gather, we place our candidates class before God. This whole week, we have been calling the heavens to open and to send us the Holy Spirit to guide us.
Some of the candidates, radiating both excitement and anxiety, shared their gratitude and optimism as they prepared to sit for their final examinations.
My advice to all candidates out there is great performance. Do not close their focus eyes. They only close their eyes during sleep, but mentally, they see their vision. Success in your primary living examinations.
The colorful and prayerful ceremony brought together parents, teachers and the Catholic community, all united in faith and hope for the people's success and bright future.
With Momo, you have the power to pay for shopping more easily using your phone. Dial *165*3# or scan to download Momo app and pay for anything. No hassling for change. And even better, if you run out of money while paying, you can simply add core with Momo Advance. That's Momo. That's the power to be more.
To get the power to win. Njagala ofuna eryanyi. Nyo ofuna eryanyi okuwangula, ogenda kuwangula otya. Ngenda kubanga obukadde 10 buli wiki. Wanti ngenda kubanga kukwasa obukadde 10 buli wiki. Ku ssimu ye yennyini kyabonkala kimu kyokka. Line ya MTN bana beka. Buli ogenda okusasula ekintu kyonna ogenda okusasula. Nja kwese Momo. Mubulira buli ogenda okusasula. Ngenda kyosasula kyonna kozesa Momo. Oyinza okuba ngenda kwewola kasente kozesa Momo. Wanti ogenda ku investinga kozesa Momo. Abwa MTN we jamanyi. Nekuwa obukadde 10 buli wiki. Castello bimala bwe pa wentandika ngamba kiki ekiriwo wanje nenkwata ku masimu ngamba halo oli luddawa tenze tirinyi halo oli luddawa zendi ggulu halo oli luddawa ndi mutukula halo oliwa ndi mwanange ndi wano mu office ntudde nyiga ma computer nenkuta awa namwenna kasita nabe nesi okuberanga mwana wote koze ebintu n'amanga epeyinze ebolowinze investinze ngekozesa Momo. Remember to dial *165# or use the Momo app to borrow, to pay, to invest, and you could stand a chance to win 10 million weekly.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. The former Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, the Right Reverend Wilberforce Chitio Lwalira, has urged Ugandans to be faithful and generous when serving God, saying that many are blessed as a result of their giving. These are the details.
The former Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, Right Reverend Wilberforce Chitio Lwalira, has emphasized the need for Christians to strengthen their relationship with God if they wish to achieve more in life.
We are invited to give, and whenever we give, we honor our God as we affirm that whatever we have comes from the hand of the Lord. When David saw how people gave generously towards the building of the temple in Jerusalem, he praised and exalted God.
Bishop Lwalira made these remarks while officiating at a fundraising drive for a new chapel at King's College Buddo, as the existing one, built in 1950, is too small for the current student population.
According to the population of King's College Buddo community, that was enough. But according to what we have right now, we need a bigger chapel. So I'm standing here. We have our Right Reverend Moses Banja. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation to come, and more so for all the contributions you have made so far as we begin on this project, and the more contributions that will continue.
The school's headmaster, John Fred Kaziwe, said plans are underway to construct a new chapel accommodating over 2,000 students, with construction expected to begin soon.
People that can be trusted with public resources. We need people that can be trusted with responsibility. We need people that can deliver when they promise.
And in more news, Uganda has assumed the rotational chairmanship of the African Institute for Capacity Development for the next 2 years, taking over from Tanzania. During the handover ceremony, Kedres Tudiagenda, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education and Sports, commended ICAD's role in fighting poverty through research. She highlighted Uganda's progress in reducing poverty from 20.3% in 2019-2020 to 16.1% in 2023-24, while emphasizing the need for continued efforts to push the numbers even lower. These are the details.
Before the school term began, arts teachers had gone on strike, which disrupted learning.
The contributions to reducing poverty are much more than just an institution, but institutions like this which do research and provide evidence and data help a lot in that, including our other institutions like NARO, like all these agricultural institutions which involve, for example, varieties that are able to resist drought and so give you a better harvest, the kind of thing that need to be done to produce organic foods. All this comes from research, and because ICAD has a very strong hand in research.
We are privileged to host ICAD in Kenya, actually in the grounds of Jomo Kenyatta University of Application Technology. That's where the headquarters is, and we are happy to note that ICAD has been able to improve lives of Kenyans, Ugandans, and Tanzanians in terms of training them. Outputs.
And reducing poverty as well as increased development for the countries and for the benefit of the members.
Our vision is about reduction of poverty. We are partnering very closely with universities. Right now we have 24 universities which we are working with. We are expanding our membership to universities because we are a secretariat and we depend so much on the brains from the universities.
Furthermore, the National Resistance Movement flag bearer for women member of parliament in Kanungu district, Betty Namara Mutabazi Kataba, has urged voters to support President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whom she hailed as a pillar of peace and movement. Betty Namara Mutabazi Kataba says that she stands ready to turn her promises into actions and her slogan, service, development and empowerment for all.
One of the roles of the Member of Parliament is to follow up the government programs and see how they are being done, and guide and supervise and report back. And that has been, it has been missing in our district.
The National Resistance Movement flag bearer for Women Member of Parliament in Kanungu district, Betty Namara Mutabazi, has described herself as a devoted leader committed to community transformation and inclusive development.
We have missed a lot, especially in lobbying for women, for the youth, just because that seat has been silent. It's my belief that when we get the support to go through this, we are going to revamp the women voice in Kanungu, and I'm going to be the voice that will be leading that group, and we are going to see programs now flowing to Kanungu. We are going to see women we need in our hospitals, and also to grow our sector, especially the road that connects Kanyantologo to Bwindi National Park.
She has therefore vowed to upgrade road infrastructure to boost trade, mobility and access to social services.
In Kanungu, we know that our terrain, our topography is not good. We still have places that are a bit hilly, and majority of the people there, but which is not the case in Kanungu.
Namara praised President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for his visionary leadership, saying the NRM government has delivered tangible progress nationwide.
The President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has literally impacted on every Ugandan. I believe even those who are in opposition, deep when they are in their dreams, they know that when I was going to Makelele, I had passed with AAs. And when I reached there, they told me that there is a program of the NRM women. That time it was the Emilia Matembe, the Winnie Byanyima, the Hope Kabilis and the like. And they were giving money to those people, those girls who had excelled. That is within the regime. Before it wasn't there. Economics, and someone who believes in economics, I really look at his programs and I see he really crafts them with care, keeping in mind the economics of our country.
She promised to promote women's empowerment through skilling centers that equip women and girls with the practical skills for income generation and self-reliance.
We have issues in Kanungu as a district in areas of service delivery. Service delivery, I'm interested mostly in areas of women, of children, and of the youth. We've heard about the skilling program, I think, which is one of the best programs that the NRM government has come up with. We don't have a factory that can hire those people in tailoring. So basically, you'll find that at the end of the day, the many girls you've gathered, the many boys you've gathered, they have learned tailoring, fine. But what can they do?
Namara appeals to the people of Kanungu to entrust her with their mandate, pledging accountable, transparent, and people-centered leadership.
This was a highly contested seat for the flag bearer, and I'm just grateful that I won. I'm really positive that with the support that I got, we shall be through even in the EC elections. I just want to tell everyone that this is not Betty's flag. This is not the woman from Kanungu, from Kambuga, that is having the flag. The flag is for all those people who believe and who prioritize the NRM ideologies. So they just need to give me a hand. They just need to come and embrace me. They just need to come and give me the support. We fight for this flag. And when we win, then we shall see much more coming to our district.
The National Organic Agriculture Movement of Uganda has announced the 4th edition of the National Organic Week, scheduled to take place from the 5th to the 8th of November 2025 at Hotel Africana here in Kampala. These are the details.
And in 2 weeks' time, we will be organizing an event dubbed as the National Organic Week.
For the past 25 years, Nogamo has been at the heart of Uganda's organic movement, uniting farmers, exporters, researchers and policymakers in promoting sustainable agriculture. Today, Uganda stands as the world's second largest organic community with more than 404,000 certified organic farmers, a milestone celebrated as both a national and continental success story of resilience and innovation.
We want to equip the extensionists with messages that are relevant to organic agriculture. They need to speak to some of the latest technologies in the organic agriculture space.
This year's theme, Organic Agriculture, Pathway to CADIP implementation and trade integration in Africa and beyond, focuses on organic farming as a driver for food security, climate resilience, renewable energy and regional trade integration through frameworks like ESC, COMESA, AFCITA.
I would like to invite children, schools and the youth to come to the National Organic Week, a natural way which has no chemicals and everyone stays okay and no one becomes sick.
The 4-day event will attract over 1,000 participants, including farmers, policymakers, researchers, civil society actors and consumers. Activities will feature policy dialogues, exhibitions, awards, and field tours across various districts.
I would like to invite fellow Ugandans to come and witness the good in Uganda. I've been blessed to travel around the world. I've been to 5 continents out of 6, and I've never tasted any food that is better than our food.
On the profits. Really look forward to having more farmers on board, because reality is you always have an order from a client and they talk of 20-feet container.
Food that is better than our food.
That it helps myself, it helps my neighbor, it helps, it is going back to those personal values of being mindful of yourself but also your neighbor.
It's growing organic movement.
As the Minister of Agriculture, you are aware we support a number of innovations, but also we are so conscious that as we produce food that is going to match the growing population of the country, we want also to make sure that the coming generation after us will also find an intact ecosystem. That's why we are advocating for environmentally friendly farming practices like organic agriculture, like agroecology, climate-smart agriculture, to make sure that at least we are reducing on the consumption of synthetics.
Financial inclusion is taking a firm root in Mpigi district, where the South Korean Ministry of Interior and Safety, in partnership with the Ugandan Federation of Mau Gyumgo's credit community cooperatives, has intensified its financial literacy training to empower rural communities, especially farmers, with skills in savings, borrowing and investing using local resources and mobile phone technology.
Amid Mpigi's rolling hills, residents gathered under the Kololo Mau Gyumgo Financial Literacy Program, a community-led initiative by the Uganda Federation of Credit Community Cooperatives designed to transform livelihoods through smarter money management and entrepreneurial innovation.
So we believe that these literacy trainings and mindset training, they'll be able to think for themselves, plan for themselves, make budgets, take the bold decisions. After knowing all that, then they should have visions. So if you put all that in line, at the end of the day, with hard working, they will be able to earn from these trainings.
Martin Senyingiti, a Mau Gyumgo financial literacy expert, noted that the training equips rural communities with practical tools for informed financial decisions, enabling participants to turn personal skills into business ventures, build partnerships, and create value within their local economies.
Among these routes where money hides, we we talked about money hides in skills and talents. Money hides in different things like people. Money hides in people. We need to know how to work with people so that we attach value to what we are, such that we can exchange it with money. Money hides in problems.
Participants welcomed the establishment of the Kololo MG Village Bank, a grassroots financial institution offering affordable and accessible banking services. Many trainees said the program is helping them develop stronger saving cultures, embrace entrepreneurship, and invest in income-generating projects to uplift their households.
In Gumgo, we have learned about saving, deposits, and we have to work together to put into consideration of those ones we have learned.
Nzize mu musomo guno nti bw'otereka oyinza ate okufuna mu maaso ky'okolamu eky'amaanyi.
Ekyamazima amatuufu nzibusa amaaso era ne mbaako ebimu bye mbadde nnyononeramu ssente essaawa yakati bye mmaze okuteekamu X ennene.
The initiative, funded by the South Korean Ministry of Interior and Safety and implemented through the Uganda Federation of Malgemgo Community Credit Cooperatives, demonstrates the power of international partnerships in driving local economic empowerment and building financial resilience.
And in sports, the inaugural flash swimming meet was held at Green Hill Academy, Kibuli, graced by engineer Ronald Nsubuga Balimwezo. Health benefits of swimming. These are the details.
10 swimming clubs have participated in the inaugural Flash Swimming Gala at the Green Hill Academy School in Kibuli. Before a largely fair crowd that included engineer Balimwezo Ronald, who is butterfly, breaststroke and backstroke.
So talents are very, very crucial. Swimming is one of the greatest talents that uses every muscle of the body, including the eye. So it's not only for helping us get money, but also working on our health.
This swim meet became the second gala after the Dolphins Fast and Furious to have cash prizes for the winners of all age categories.
Flash Swimming Club is a swimming company dealing in so we thought to give back to the community, we organized such an event and we put prize money because it has been lacking in our sport of swimming. Most times people swim and then they just go back home with medals, and yet it's one of the most expensive sports. So I think being one of the most expensive sports, it is better for people to appreciate the value of the sport.
Most of the athletes were impressed by their performances at the meet.
It has been a really good swim. I tried my best. I don't know if I made a PB, but I feel like I did better for myself. And this gala helps the young children to experience and get more techniques and learn how to do more better in competitions.
The lessons from Africa Aquatic Zone 3 taught me that I should work harder to beat my times and my competitors.
I found the competition nice. Topping the age group, it was hard work. That's through training. I found the gala very interesting and fun.
Altona Swim Club emerged overall winners with 1,363 points, ahead of second-placed Oka Swim Club that garnered 1,018 points, and Kampala Aquatic Academy that finished third with 652 points.
And in more news, Uganda Woodball Federation's President Paul Mark Kayongo has pledged to spread the sport across the country, especially among the youth, and he made these remarks during the swearing-in ceremony of his new executive committee at the Federation headquarters in Balintuma, Mengo.
Re-elected Uganda Woodball Federation President Paul Mark Kayongo has pledged to steer the sport into a new era of excellence and integrity during his 2025 to 2029 term.
I think our main consideration is to try and consolidate the very many achievements we have achieved since the inception of the sport. Football has been growing at a very high speed, and we want to see that we don't lose out on the current partners, but also we want to see that we can optimize the value out of the many networks and investments we have made.
Speaking at his swearing-in ceremony, the president described the moment as a new chapter in the history of football in Uganda. He expressed gratitude to players, partners and government, saying his re-election symbolizes passion, commitment and integrity in sports administration. He reaffirmed his long life dedication to protecting and growing the sport he pioneered in Uganda and across Africa. Highlighting key achievements from his previous terms, he noted that football is now a model sport in Uganda and East Africa, boasting a state-of-the-art offices, international recognition and strong partnerships with both government and corporate entities.
If we grow the partnership with government and we are supported, we can re-establish ourselves so that we make equipment which we can sell not only in Uganda and East Africa, but on the entire African market, since we already have a franchise. To do this.
Looking ahead, the new executive plans to implement major projects including a multi-complex football development center, a standard football course, and a diversified revenue strategy to enhance sustainability. His executive committee is of 10 people, including Lukman Kiria as first vice president and Enid Joy as second vice president. The general secretary is Adam Kato, assisted by Koli Gloria, while Matthias Karema is treasurer and Frederick Rusulwa, technical director. Johnson Were is the public relations officer, while Shaina Ramadan and Sylvia Kembawazi are the respective gender club representatives on the executive committee.
Well, thank you for being a very lively audience, and that brings us to the end of our 10 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark, and I am styled by La Vie Boutique, located on Grand Imperial Hotel, Shop 6 and 8, right behind Bank of Uganda. Have yourselves a lovely night.